Welcome back. This week, as we continue to learn about Johannes Brahms, we are going to do a quick overview of some of his other works. We've listened to some of Brahms' works for piano, as well as some of his orchestral pieces. It turns out he wrote for many other instruments and ensembles as well. First, let's look at his vocal works. His most famous vocal piece is his German Requiem. This piece is a giant. It takes over an hour to perform and is written for orchestra, chorus, and soloists. That's a lot of people. Last week I mentioned that symphonies usually have 4 movements. Brahms' German Requiem is even longer. It has 7 different parts. Brahms also wrote many short songs for voice, but these are less well known. Lied is German for song, so these are called Lieder. Brahms also wrote many pieces for chamber music ensembles. Chamber music is music that is played by a small group of musicians. When playing chamber music, each musician plays their own part. In an orchestra, multiple musicians usually play the same part, particularly in the string section. One of the most common forms of chamber music is a string quartet, which includes 2 violins, a viola, and a cello. Perhaps you've heard one of those perform at a wedding. Brahms wrote sonatas for cello, violin, and clarinet. These sonatas are performed by a solo instrumentalist who is accompanied by a pianist. But don't underestimate the work for the pianist. This music isn't easy. Brahms wrote for other small ensembles too. Trios, for example, require 3 players, quartets require 4, and sextets require 6 musicians. So Brahms wrote both piano and string ensemble music for these different sizes of ensembles. This week we will listen to a piano trio written by Brahms. Brahms also wrote for some unusual sets of instruments. He wrote a trio for horn, violin, and piano, which is not a common chamber ensemble. He was very gifted in writing for the French horn, and it plays a prominent role in many of his orchestral works. So this is a beloved trio by a lot of horn players. For this week, I would like you to listen to a movement from Brahms' first piano trio, written for piano, violin, and cello. Keep listening for the song-like long melodies and the deep, low sound that Brahms frequently uses. We call music dense when there are multiple musical lines played at one time, or when there are many notes played at any given time. Think of overlapping layers of sound. It just keeps being added on. Brahms' music is often dense, and this trio is an example of that. So this week, please listen to Piano Trio No. 1 in B major, the first movement, Allegro con brio. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great week, and enjoy your listening.